Hello. I thought I would show myself as I introduce the data set that we're going to be using for the Learn part of this data analysis with Excel Tech module. Um, this is a project that my husband, Dr. Nick Coben, and one of our former students named Sean Cabanis worked on several years ago. Sean actually was a baseball player at UMF who had a fifth year and did track, and now he actually is the track coach at UMF. Um, I just noticed a typo. Oh, it's protected, so we're just going to have to get over the typo. So, um, the question, there are different ways to pitch a baseball, and I want you to watch this video so that you can see what the difference is between pitching from the windup and pitching from the stretch. And what you'll see is that there's a lot more motion that comes with pitching from the windup. Now, you will hear a lot of people, especially old school, say you pitch from the windup because all that extra motion gives you more velocity. And if you're a pitcher and you're faster, that's a good thing. The question is it true that pitching from the windup actually helps your velocity? And so we're going to analyze this data set, data that Nick, my husband, Sean, our student, and I collected. And we're going to see, is it true that pitching from the windup is faster than pitching from the stretch? Also, are the accuracy of pitching from the windup the same as the stretch from the accuracy of pitching from the stretch? So we'll answer questions like that. If the answer is no, pitching from the stretch yields a velocity that's as fast and accuracy that's as fast as pitching from the stretch. Well, then the windup has the advantage in that has a lot less motion, and so would be simpler to teach younger pitchers how to pitch. And so maybe that should be a concentration for youth. So, I'm not going to get any more into how one should teach a youth player to pitch. I'm certainly not a pitching coach. That would be my husband. But this is a fun data set that I hope that you will enjoy. Now we have different variables. So we have a variable called mound gym because some of our data was collected with the pitchers pitching from a mound and outside, and then some of them were pitching in the gym, not on a mound. And so the two options for this variable are that they pitched from the mound or they pitched in the gym. That's called categorical because there are two categories. And in fact, since there are two, it's called binary. So we have a binary categorical variable. Now we also have the level of the pitcher. The level of our pitcher is Major League Baseball. We didn't collect that data ourselves. We took it from available sources, but we did collect data ourselves for college pitchers, high school pitchers, and middle school pitchers. And so we see we have 4 categories of pitching. So this is a categorical variable because there are 4 categories. It's not binary because there are 4, not 2. Then we have the variable stretch or windup. So was the pitch pitched from the stretch or from the windup? And this is also categorical binary because there are 2 categories that the answer could be. I'm going to skip plate location for a second. We have speed. So what is the velocity of the pitch? 68 miles per hour. What is it? And so that's numerical. There's lots of different options. I don't know what the min and the max are. We will discover that later. But that's different than categorical because numbers describe our data. So data is going to be either categorical or numerical, and the way that you analyze it is different in each case. Now, the plate location is interesting because the catcher determined this when the pitch was pitched. So if you imagine this is the strike zone and the catcher is sitting behind and the pitch is pitched in, this 9, 10, 11, 12, that would be deemed a strike, whereas outside would be deemed a ball. And when the pitch came in, the pitcher said what number the pitch came in as. Now, so the data for this variable plate location is the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And those are numbers. But notice I have here categorical because I could have said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What I'm labeling are categories of where the ball went when it was pitched in. And this is not a numerical scale like velocity would be, in that 45 miles an hour is 5 more than 40 miles an hour. And so even though this data looks like numbers, this variable is actually a categorical variable, very similar to zip code. My zip code is 04234, but zip code is categorical as far as saying a location in which you live. It's not that 04234 is one better than 04233. And so in the videos to come, we will be learning how to do most of our skills when you're looking at categorical variables or when you're looking at numerical variables. And then later when you combine two of them at once.